So we are talking about the online customer goldmine and how to tap into it to get in front of and find proven buyers for your home-based business products and services. So that is what tonight's Facebook Live is all about, the online customer goldmine. Where is it? How does it work? And how you can tap into it for your home-based business. So we're going to get right into it. Do you know what the online customer gold mine is for your home-based business? I'll give you a hint. You're on it right now. Like you're on it right now. And it's Facebook. Facebook is the online customer gold mine. And so I'm going to share with you real quickly how I discovered it, how I've been using it, and how my clients have been using it to grow their home-based businesses, to get in front of proven buyers. And I haven't heard anyone really talk about it in this way, so I'm really excited if you can't tell. Okay, so let me give you the backdrop. So for those of you who are brand new to me, I know you're on my Facebook fan page, you don't know my story. I actually got started in the home-based business industry back in 2010 and struggled. I only recruited 2 people in 5 years, and I ended up getting plugged into training that showed me how to do online marketing the right way in 2013. After getting plugged into that training and learning how to successfully grow a home-based business, I became a top 6 salesperson in my company, generating over 400 customers online in my home-based business, primarily using YouTube, and we'll talk about that here in a second. As a result of generating over 400 customers inside of my home-based business, became a top 6 salesperson in my company and became one of the top rising stars in the company, and became a trainer inside the company. I ended up speaking on stage at 2 of the company events and in front of over 1,000 people. And as a result of that, I've been able to share with other home-based business owners and their companies how they can have great results using the internet to grow their business, but also being sure to stay in alignment with what their company system is teaching and how to use the internet to kind of just grow and expand that, right? So I was kind of known as like the customer getting person inside of my company. There were so many reps that were focused on generating a team. And what I noticed, and I've shared this before in other videos, but what I've noticed with that was their income was very dependent on their team sticking around as a result of if there was company drama going on, or if there was a new hotshot company that would pop up and some of their leaders and their team would go, their income would kind of fluctuate and go up and down. But what I realized was, even in the midst of just normal MLM drama that you'll have in a home-based business, especially if you stay with the company for a long time like I did, my income was going up. And the reason why it was going up is because I had focused on building a legitimate business off of customers. So my customers didn't care about all the drama that was going on in my company, or this new company was coming and new leaders were leaving. My customers just cared about their product. So while a lot of leaders that were in my company, their income was kind of going up and down based off of the drama that was going on in the company. Hey, Shirley, my income was kind of staying consistent because I was consistently generating customers who didn't care about all the MLM drama. So I was generating customers primarily using YouTube. So I'm, killing it. I'm crushing it on YouTube. I'm getting customers for my business, became a top 6 salesperson. But here's what was happening. My business was growing in terms of getting customers with YouTube, but my business wasn't the only thing that was growing. Facebook was growing. And I started taking a look at Facebook because I wanted to expand and get in front of more people beyond just on YouTube. So I realized that Facebook was a customer getting gold mine if people knew how to use it the right way. So I saw, what excited me about Facebook was you could get really targeted on Facebook in a way that most people don't really know. But when I saw that, I said, hey, okay, because I'm all about targeting. How can I get in front of people who are the most likely to buy what it is that I'm offering, right? Buy my company's products or services. So I saw how to do it on YouTube and I leveraged it and it worked for me. But when I started seeing how Facebook was growing, how so many people were getting on Facebook, and it wasn't just, young people or millennials, but baby boomers, I started seeing how Facebook was growing and how my ideal customers were on Facebook and how targeted I could get in front of them. So I got excited. So I was like, okay, I'm going to post on my Facebook profile page. And some of you are going to relate. If you relate to any of this, any of the things I want to share, like, and give me a heart or a thumbs up and let me know. So I started posting on my Facebook profile page, like my regular page that you get when you, create a Facebook account. So I'm started posting, and I noticed that whenever I post about my business, nobody would like or comment. The only people that would like or comment would be people who were in my company. And I wasn't focusing on them because they were already in. I wanted like the people, my friends and family and people that were connected with me on Facebook, I wanted them to see it more so than the people that were already in the company. So I started posting, and like none of my Facebook friends, like none of people from high school or anything like that would like or comment. But if I posted like a selfie, or if I posted something about my family or relationship stuff, they would be all over that. It would be like, the post would go viral. And I'm like, really? I didn't even know y'all were seeing my post. So that tells me that you were ignoring my business post, but somehow my personal post you were liking. So I started getting frustrated because I'm like, okay, I keep posting on my regular profile page, but none of my family and friends were really kind of engaging or interacting with those posts. They would engage with selfies, but my business wasn't paying me. My company wasn't paying me for selfies, right? So I got frustrated, and then I decided to buy some Facebook trainings to learn like how do you like what's going on, like why is this not working for me, right? And so the whole thing was like, get a Facebook fan page, because that way you can get in front of people beyond just your family and friends. So I got excited because I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be the answer. So I created a Facebook fan page and quickly realized that I started posting, right? But then you had to get fans. So I had more friends that I was connected to on my profile page. But I was excited about, okay, well, I can get in front of more targeted people on my fan page. Okay, cool. But I was starting from zero, right? So I didn't have any likes. So that was a problem. And then as I started getting some small amount of likes and fans on my fan page, I would post, but then it would say like reach of 10. So like only 10 of the fans were seeing the post. So I'm like, okay, even less people are seeing my post on my fan page. So then I got even more frustrated. So I'm like, okay, do I have to boost the post to get people to see it? Like, am I have to pay to play? Like, what's going on? So I got frustrated because I felt like this is even more of a waste of time. How many of you, Shirley, or anybody that's on here, how many of you have felt that way where you've been trying to build your business maybe on a Facebook fan page and you feel like, this is a waste of my time because not that many people are seeing my posts. My reach is horrible. I don't have that many fans, and of the fans that I have, not a lot of them are actually seeing my posts. So how do I make this work? So I hit a standstill because I felt like, okay, what's the secret? Because I bought training, I did all this stuff, and I still don't understand how to get this to work and get this to work for my business. And what I realized for myself and for a lot of the people that I've talked to is that training has become too generic in our industry. Where for me, when I was trying to learn Facebook, it was hard enough to try to learn how to get stuff to work on Facebook. But then if I watched a generic training, I still had to do the heavy lifting of trying to figure out, okay, I think I kind of understand, but then how do I apply what I just saw in the training to my specific company and to the product that I'm trying to market? And so I was being asked as a newbie, as someone who was still trying to figure this Facebook thing out, I was being asked to not only watch that training, but then do the heavy lifting and try to figure out how to apply what they just taught to my specific business. And it was a lot. It was too much for a new person. It was too much for somebody who was still a beginner and was trying to figure this thing out. And so what I learned was that the problem wasn't the fact that I didn't know what to do, or there wasn't any training on what to do on Facebook. The problem that I'm seeing and that I saw and I experienced was there was a problem of how do I apply this to get it to work for my business and for my company and for my company's products and services. That was the issue, that the training had went too generic. And so I ended up learning what I'm going to share with you guys tonight about how to make Facebook work specifically for your company, whether you're in beauty company, a skincare company, travel company, health and wellness company, doesn't matter. I ended up cracking the Facebook code, and I realized how to get it to work to generate customers, but not only customers, but also team members as well. But we're going to talk a little bit more on the customer side tonight. So when I figured it out, I got excited because I started generating like over 16 leads a day using Facebook. So I started figuring out, okay, maybe I figured this thing out. So what I've been doing for the past year, year and a half is I've been working privately with one-on-one with clients that are in different home-based businesses. So I've been managing their entire Facebook marketing. So their Facebook fan pages, running it for them, running their Facebook ads. Because I wanted to know, like, okay, the system worked for me, but would it work for somebody else who's in a different type of company or a different industry? And I wanted to like get in, roll my sleeves up and get to work and kind of see how it would work and how to do it. And I wanted to run it so I could see it. And it worked for people who were in beauty companies, people who were in travel companies. So I'll share with you guys one of the clients that I had was in Mary Kay, Wendy. And she actually wanted to market the Mary Kay TimeWise product, which is really a popular product with a lot of Mary Kay reps. And so she hired me to run like her entire Facebook page. That means to get likes to her fan page, to post to her Facebook fan page, to run ads to get leads to her Facebook fan page, right, from her Facebook fan page. So here's what happened. I ended up within a week of managing her Facebook fan page, using my Facebook like to lead system, her growth went through the roof, right? So I think her likes went up 100%. Her page post engagement went up, I think, over 400%. And I have screenshots of this. And so not only that, she had generated close to 50 leads from the leads that the ads I was running for her and managing for her. But not only that, here's what was exciting. Not only were her fans turning into leads, but they were high quality leads. So these were women who were her ideal customer for the TimeWise product. Because again, I wanted to get in front of women who I knew already had interest in anti-aging, who had the money to buy, who had the income to buy. And because I think the TimeWise it was like over $100. So I wanted to get in front of women who had the income to buy. I wanted to find who are the women who are already buying this type of product in Mary Kay? What was their average age? What were their average income? And then find them on Facebook and get Wendy's lead capture page in front of them so that now they could become a lead of Wendy's and now buy the product. So here's what happened. She ended up generating close to 50 leads. And because I also created her online marketing funnel, so I created her lead capture page, I created her emails. She started generating leads of women who not only like wanted to sample the product, but she had a lead named Deborah who went through, like, saw her Facebook ad, became a lead, started seeing the follow-up emails that I had written for Wendy. And this lady, Deborah, I'll never forget because Wendy emailed me the email. She was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is working. So this lady named Deborah joined Wendy's email list and said, hey, I actually want to sample your product. And if I like it, I want to buy it. And Wendy's like, oh my gosh, this is working. And I said, this is the power of getting in front of your ideal customers, people who have been proven to buy your company's product and service. So tonight I want to talk about, like, how can you do that for your business, right? Like, where can you find these people on Facebook? And like, how can you know who they are and where to find them? How do you use Facebook to do it? We're going to cover all of that on tonight. So first, what I want to do is, it's important that whenever you hear anyone talk about social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Pinterest, I mean, there's something every minute popping up, right? And especially in 2018, I don't even know what's going to come out. Here's what's really important for you. Whenever you hear anyone talk about any sort of social media platform, you want to make sure that it's a platform that will work for you and your business and your company's products and services. Here's what I mean by this. It's so easy in this online marketing world to get caught up with someone's personality and their marketing ability or their sales ability or their charisma and their charismatic ability, their personality, their motivation, inspiration. And they will get you to feel like, oh my gosh, I need to be on Instagram. Oh my gosh, I need to be on this. And you are like dragged along from this place to that place without getting any results. So what I'm very, very adamant about is educating you on how to be a better buyer, right? Like, not falling for hype and tactics of other people, but just saying, okay, I know like who my ideal buyer is for my product or services. I know what platforms they're on, so that now you're not swayed so easily just by the emotions of what someone can kind of, rile up in you, but you can make an educated decision about, okay, does it make sense for me to be on Facebook? Does it make sense for me to be on Pinterest? Does it make sense for me to be on Snapchat? So the way you do that is you want to know who's on these platforms and if they fit the demographics, the age, gender of the person that have been buying your company's products and services. So the first thing I want to do before I even talk about why Facebook is amazing and all that, I want you to kind of look first whether or not it actually makes sense for you to be on Facebook. Like, would it actually work for your business? So what I want to do is give you the most recent stats that I found on like who's actually on Facebook, so you can kind of see, okay, based on what I'm marketing, the product and service I want to market, like, is that person on Facebook based on the stats of the users on Facebook? That is how you make a decision on whether or not like this is going to be valuable for you, right? Okay, so Facebook right now, and I'm using, this is on omnicoreagency.com. So this is where this is coming from. They did, I guess, a research study of active users on Facebook. So they said that right now, let me see, I thought they had the actual, okay, so the total number, and I want to get the total, okay, the total number of monthly active users on Facebook, total monthly active users, 2.01 billion active users. And these are not just people who like just created a Facebook profile back in the day and I just never log into my account. These are active users monthly, 2.01 billion. Okay. Now, of those, they say that 53% are female and 47% are male. Why does this matter to you? You want to think about, what's the one product right now that I want to get a online customer machine going for? I want you to think about that product. It should be the product that you've used and that you've gotten results with, because in network marketing, the way we get sales is we share our results with the product that we've used. So what I've seen for a lot of people is they want to like market products online, and then I ask them, okay, well, what result have you got with it? Well, I haven't really used it. You already are going against the system, right? Even of your company. The system that we have that we know works in our industry for generating customers is, number one, you got to use the product yourself and get a result with it. Be a product of the product. Every company in this entire industry, and your company is not different, will tell you, use your company's product first. So I want you to think about, what's a product that I've used in my company that I've gotten great results with, that I am like an adamant fan of. Like, I am always raving about this product. I want you to think about that. And then I want you to think about the people who you've seen who bought this product. I like to use pure customers, not like distributors who they're marketing and using product because they're a distributor, but I mean like people who are customers in your company that have used that product, but they're not distributors. Like, they're actually just pure customers. Do they tend to be male? Do they tend to be female? Think about that. Now, with Facebook, does it make sense for you to market your product or service, or that product or service, on Facebook? Well, if you tend to have more male or more female, Facebook could still be a great platform for you to use, because it's pretty much split almost 50-50, right? There's 53% of Facebook users are female and 47% are male. So it doesn't matter. Like, if you feel like, well, I'm kind of, the products that I have, or the product that I'm focusing on marketing, tends to be like a lot of males use it, Facebook could still be a great platform for you, because it's kind of an even split. That's how much Facebook has grown, right? Okay. Here's the other thing. So you don't want to just think about gender, right? Like, my ideal customer, the people that are actually already buying my company's product or service, like, what gender do they tend to be? Think about that when you're evaluating, should I be on Snapchat? Should I be on Facebook? Should I be on Instagram, right? We're going to talk about Facebook tonight, but think about that, and also think about, what are the demographics? Like, what's the average age range of these buyers of my company's products or services? And where are those people? What social media platforms are those people using? Okay, so let's see, with Facebook, what's the demographics of the people that are using Facebook? It says that 87% of online users between the ages of 18 to 29 are on Facebook. So if you have that demographic, like if your ideal buyer, the people who are buying your company's product or service, if they're between 18 to 29, Facebook's a great platform for you. Also, it says that 79% of 30 to 49-year-olds online in the US use Facebook. So if your average customer tends to be between the age range of 30 to 49, also Facebook is a great platform for you to be on to market. And let me go here, because there's also a growth in seniors. It says 56% of online seniors aged 65 and older are on Facebook, and 63% of those are between the ages of 50 to 64. So basically, to summarize, Facebook has grown so much because, again, if you have 2.01 billion monthly active users, you're going to have like a wide range of genders and age. And we've seen that, right? 53% female, 47% male. So it doesn't matter if you're marketing to male or females, Facebook is going to be a great platform for you to be on. Also, in terms of demographics, right? We've seen 18 to 29-year-olds, 30 to 49-year-olds, 50 to 64-year-olds, and those who are over 65 are on Facebook. So one of the reasons why Facebook has become like so popular with people to market and promote their business is because they realize it's very hard, like because of the wide range of ages of people who are using it. It's one of those social media platforms right now, because of the growth of it, that it really doesn't matter what you're marketing, your ideal customer is going to be on Facebook. Now, I can't say that for Instagram or even Pinterest, because Pinterest tends to lean more towards females, and then Snapchat tends to lean more towards a younger demographic, right? But with Facebook right now, because of the growth of Facebook, it captures a lot. Like a lot of the users are male, female, between a wide age range, 18 to over 65. So I wanted to cover that because, again, this isn't about like hype or marketing. It's just about like, let's look at the stats. Let's look at the facts. And then let's say, okay, now moving forward, now that I know that, okay, my ideal customer can be on Facebook, okay, then how do I get in front of them, right? So now let's talk about what you can do to get this to work for you, how to get Facebook to become a lean, mean customer getting machine for you. So here's what you want to do. I mentioned before that the first step to getting any sort of results with marketing a product, no matter what company you're in, is number one, you got to use it. You got to get results with it. I can't emphasize and stress this enough. You've probably heard your upline. You've heard leaders in your company say this, because it's true. The reason why I was able to get over 400 customers inside of my home-based business and become a top 6 salesperson is because I use my company's products. I wasn't asking somebody to do something that I hadn't even done myself yet, right? I was leveraging and sharing my results. So I want you to think about, what's the product in my company? Focus on one. That's the other problem I see. A lot of people want to like, oh, I want to market this and I want to market that. For the next 90 days, even if it's just 30 days, make a commitment to me that when it comes to your online marketing, you are going to focus, right, on one product for the next 30 to 90 days. Why just one? It kills overwhelm. The reason why so many, if you're feeling overwhelmed, the reason why you may be feeling overwhelmed is because you're trying to focus on marketing this product, that product. The other reason why is maybe you're trying to market on all these different social media platforms and you're listening to trainings from all these different people. It's like when you do that, it's like when you're in college, if you had to take chemistry, let's just use that as an example, and you decided, okay, I want to take chemistry, but I'm not just going to sign up for one chemistry class. I'm going to take chemistry. I'm going to take biology. I'm going to take anatomy. You decided to take all of these all at the same time in the same semester. And that would be confusing. You would go crazy if you did that in college, right? That's what we're doing as home-based business owners. That's what I see so many people doing. They're like trying to master Instagram. They're trying to master Facebook. They're trying to master all these different platforms, and they're trying to market all these different products at the same time on these different platforms. And they're like, I'm overwhelmed. Yeah, right? And here's the thing. It's not even just, let's say you decide to focus on just Facebook, which is great. You focus on one marketing strategy. Here's the other problem that I'm seeing with people is that they'll focus on one platform, but they'll start learning from all these different leaders about Facebook from all these different people, right? So then they get confused because one person says, do it this way. Another person says, do it that way. And so now they're confused. They don't know what to do, and then they don't take any action. So that's the equivalent of in school, if I decided, okay, I'm going to take chemistry, I'm not just going to take one chemistry class from one professor. I'm going to sign up for like 5 different professors on chemistry, and now I got 5 different people teaching chemistry 5 different ways, and now I'm trying to separate the two. That's what we're doing in the home-based business industry. So my advice is to pick one product between the next 30 to 90 days that you're going to master, that you're going to become the master of selling online to get customers for your home-based business, and pick one marketing strategy. Let's decide it's going to be Facebook. If you decide it's going to be Facebook, let it be Facebook. And now when someone says, hey, Instagram training over here, you're like, I'll do that after 90 days. Oh, hey, Snapchat is like really hot. You say, no, tunnel vision. I'm focused. Won't focus on that right now. And then you find the teacher. You find the guru, the trainer, or whoever that resonates with you. Doesn't have to be me. It could just find one and learn their system and just do that one, right? Just focus on that one teacher who's teaching that one Facebook marketing approach for that one product. When I tell you that that's what I did that allowed me to get results in not only YouTube and getting customers, but getting results with Facebook, I wasn't overloaded and overwhelmed. It wasn't taking me all day to work my home-based business. I was only working 2 hours a day, full time in my home-based business, and I was able to get to the top of my company. Why? I wasn't killing it. I wasn't going and trying to learn all these different things. I just focused on my company's one flagship product, and I used one marketing strategy, and I only focused on one approach and system to do it. And I wasn't learning from all these different people and getting overloaded and overwhelmed. And I was only working 2 hours a day, and I was making over $4,000 a month inside of my home-based business, generating over 5 customers a week consistently for 6 months straight. That's how I hit the top of my company's leaderboard. Why? I was focused. So pick your one product, right? So you got that. And let's decide if you realize, okay, I'm on Facebook, I'm already on there, and you maybe after seeing the stats say, okay, Facebook seems to be a really great platform for me to be on. Cool. Facebook is going to be, you are going to become the master of using Facebook for your company and for your company's product. Great. Now, what my advice is going to be for you to take this and put it into action is I want you to craft your story for the results that you get with your product. This is where a lot of other people drop the ball as well. So I'll ask them, what was the results that you got from your product? I had really great results. I just noticed a difference in, how I felt. And yeah, we want to get more specific. So here is the template for writing a attention-grabbing, compelling testimonial for your product that will attract people who want to learn more about it and buy it. So the first part of your testimonial you want to have is say, prior to using XYZ product. So you say, prior to using XYZ product, I was struggling with these problems or these issues. And then you state what they were. Since after buying XYZ product, I've now experienced these results. XYZ results. That's it. So prior to using XYZ product, you insert the name of your product, I was struggling with these issues or these challenges. Pick your top 3. Okay? And then after that, you say, after buying XYZ product, I'm now experiencing these results. And list the 3 results, and here's the key, the 3 results that connect to the 3 issues that you had. So for example, if I said, prior to buying green smoothie shake, I was struggling with having low energy, tons of food cravings, and struggling to lose weight. After buying, green smoothie drink, I now have way more energy and I'm able to get things done during the day without me having to take a nap. I've been able to lose 5 pounds. So you see how the results I had tied into the problems that I had. So I want you to come up with your customer grabbing testimonial that is based off of specific results that you've experienced from your product and make it punchy like that. Prior to using XYZ product, I experienced these challenges. Since buying or after buying XYZ product, I've now experienced these results. And that is going to be the basis for all of your marketing on Facebook And when you later expand, right, keyword later, to other platforms like Instagram, if it makes sense, if your demographic of your proven buyer of your company's products, if they're on Instagram, you'll use this as a foundation for everything that you'll do, any kind of content, a Facebook post, a Facebook image, anything that you do online, you'll use your testimonial, your results as a foundation for it. Okay. Now, the next thing I want you to do is we want to figure out like who's already buying your company's products, right? Like who is the proven buyer? And again, I say the way that you'll know whether or not like a marketing strategy will work for your company's product or your company's service is it should be designed, the training, the marketing training that you have should be designed for you to attract the person who's already buying your company's product or service. Why? See, for me, when I got started in the home-based business industry, I wasn't someone who had like a sales or business background. I was in law. I was a licensed attorney. So, and I'm an introvert. And so with those two things, I didn't want to have conversations with people where it was like, well, I can't afford it. And then like, I didn't want to have to read scripts like, okay, let me find the money objection script and like go through all this. Like, well, you know, can you really afford it? I didn't want to do all this. I really didn't. I didn't want to have to deal with all of these scripts and knowing the exact words to say. I like, look, is there an easier way? Like, can I just get in front of people who are the people already buying this? Who are the people who are already seeing the value in this product or service? Like, who are the people who easily bought? Like, they saw it and they're like, ooh, I need that. And then they had the money and they just bought it. Like, they didn't have to have a script read to them or anything like that. Like, I wanted that because that fit my personality. It fit the fact that I'm just the type of person that I aim for, like, what's the easier way? Like, what's the better way to do this? And what I decided to do was like, okay, let me look at like who's already buying my company's product or services. And at the time, my company was really great at giving us that information. So they would tell us like, okay, here are the groups of people that are buying this, right? So I didn't see a lot of companies do this, but that doesn't mean that your company is bad or anything like that. Like you can get empowered now to get this information just because they don't make it maybe readily available in terms of like having a training that says like, here are the people who are buying our products or services. Here's why they're buying it. Here's the problems that they have. You can still find this information out and here's how you do it. One of the things I recommend to people is your ideal customer will probably be somebody who's very similar to you. Like you bought the product. Now, I put a little asterisk, a little footnote to that because it's a little different in our case, right? Because you're also a distributor. So you may not have started out as a pure customer. Like you may have started using it because you're now in the company and you're now selling it. So I don't like to, like if that was your story, that's great. Like you'll probably find and attract other people who are similar to you, which is good. So think about like, why did you buy the product or why did you pick that product? Like when you joined and became a distributor, like why was that one of the products that you decided to use? What were the problems, the challenges that you were experiencing? Because your ideal customer will probably be somebody who's just like you, who had the same or similar problems and challenges, right? But again, that's one of the ways to find who your ideal person is. It's not my favorite because there's that whole element of, well, you're also a distributor. So you could just be like using this because you know that you're going to be selling it. You get what I'm saying? So I like to look at customer testimonials that the company provides. And that's if your company provides customer testimonials. And I like to look for testimonials of people who, if the company can do it, and if not, I just look at all the customer testimonials of people who are not distributors. Like they use the product not because they were trying to sell it, but they just saw the value in it, right? So I always recommend that you take a look at your company's testimonials of the product that you're trying to market online. Take a look at it. Take a look at just read through the testimonials and start to see if are there more female customers or are there more male customers. Now, ideally, you want your company to kind of like give you this information. And like I said, most companies don't, but they'll at least provide testimonials, right? So you can kind of go through and see like, oh, I'm seeing a lot of female names, or some companies have pictures of the customers along with their testimonial. I'm starting to see there's a lot of females, right? So you want to look gender-wise. Who do they tend to be? If you've already generated customers for this product, Take a look at your customer base of people that you've already generated. Did they tend to be more male or female? Also, take a look at the average age and do an age range. With Facebook, and we'll get to kind of more specifics about this, but Facebook kind of deals with age ranges. So like from 25 to 34, from 35 to 45, 45 to 54, and then I think over 65. So Facebook kind of deals in those age ranges. So thinking of that, considering that, what age range are the buyers, the people who are already buying your company's product and service? What age range do they tend to be in? And again, if you don't have like pictures to go along with the testimonial, you might not know, you might have to make a guess. But that's one way, right? So when I run and manage home-based business owners' Facebook fan pages, this is what I do. This is the first thing I do when I'm creating marketing funnels for a lot of my clients. Like I just had a lady today who's in Young Living, and I'm actually now building out her entire online marketing funnel, her lead capture page, her emails, all of this for her company's product, Young Living, and they sell essential oils. I literally did this process of, okay, who's already buying this? There's like a essential oil kit that she wanted to build out this customer funnel for us. So I literally went through this same exact process because I want to get her in front of proven buyers. This is what worked for Wendy, my client that I was telling you guys about earlier, who was in Mary Kay, who was marketing Time-Wise. That's how I was able to get her 50 leads of people who were quality, women who were already interested in anti-aging skincare, who had the money to buy. That's how she started getting those emails from people like Deborah, who emailed my client Wendy and was like, hey, like I just put in the information to get a sample of your product and I'm going to buy it if I like it, because they have the income, right? So I always start first with who's already buying this product. And how can we get in front of those people and more of them? So I'll look and I'll see what's the average age, gender, demographics. I'll take a look at, I'll ask my clients, like, have you gotten customers before, right? If so, who do you see that they tend to be? I use that as well, but I'll also go on Facebook to find out some additional information. So I'm going to share with you guys here the Goldmine, like how to tap into, how do you find out this information of your buyers and like who they are on Facebook and how to find them. So like I said, you want to think about who's already buying it. They're going to probably be somebody similar to you. You want to take a look at your company's testimonials to see what's the average age, gender, all this stuff. That's the best information. But the third best information, because we're going to end up trying to attract more of these similar people on Facebook, is to go on Facebook directly and use Facebook's data. And my favorite place to go to is a section called Audience Insights. And so if you go to Facebook right now, I hate I'm on live because you can't really see, but I'm going to share with you guys how on Saturday I'm going to walk people on Saturday through this whole process and show you how to do it. But on Facebook, if you're on your main Facebook newsfeed, in the upper right-hand section, there's at the top right, there's a little drop-down arrow. And if you click on that and you go to, it says Create Ads. If you click on that, it'll open up this Facebook ad dashboard. And you'll be able to, in the upper left, because I've done this so many times, I know it by heart just from saying it, but in the upper left, there'll be like these three little dash marks. If you click on that, it'll open up this section where you can now look at all the tools inside of Facebook. And the tool that I recommend, that I love, is a tool called Audience Insights. And basically what it is if you ever had a Facebook fan page, which is separate than your profile page, you can look at the insights of your Facebook fan page. So if you have a Facebook fan page, which is totally different than a profile page. So a profile page is a page that you get automatically when you create a Facebook account. It's the page that in your main news feed that shows up when you get on Facebook, and it has like all your family and friends connected to it. But you can create a separate page called a Facebook fan page that you can build just for your business. And this is what I highly recommend people do, so that now you can attract an audience of your ideal buyers of your company's products and services on your Facebook fan page. So this Audience Insights, everybody who's a fan page owner can have access to seeing the insights on their page. Basically, all the other fans that you have, like, do they tend to be more women or men? What are the other fan pages that they like? You get to see kind of a lot of data about your Facebook fan page, right? But with the Audience Insights, the way I showed you how to get to it from Facebook, it shows you for different interests, for different other people's Facebook fan page, it shows you their data. You said, why are you so excited, Angela? Why are you acting like you're whispering? because this is the gold mine. So let's say you, for example, let's say that I'll use the example of the woman who's in Young Living, right? Facebook, the reason why Facebook is so amazing and why I got giddy and excited about it, even though I'm the YouTube girl, the reason why I started mastering Facebook is because of this and this alone. Facebook gets a lot of data from us, and it's creepy for a lot of people because it's like, hey, like, is this a privacy violation? Right? Like, but we give Facebook a lot of information, and they're kind of like tracking it, right? Which, it's creepy from just a normal person standpoint, but from a marketer standpoint, we love it, right? So what's cool is that Facebook, as you're seeing posts on Facebook and you're liking them, let's say there's someone made a post about essential oils, and I liked it. Facebook kind of like is gathering this data on me and you and all of your potential buyers, and they start to notice like, hey, Angela is liking posts on essential oils and pages that talk about essential oils. So Facebook starts gathering this information, and now inside of Audience Insights, you can go in and type in an interest. And let's say that you're in a company like Young Living, like my client, and you're marketing, let's say, essential oils. What I want to know is, okay, Facebook, tell me the people who are on Facebook who are interested in essential oils, who I want to get my client in front of, like, what's their average age? What's their average income? Because I want to get my client in front of women who are already interested in essential oils and who like has the income for this. So tell me, out of all the people that are on Facebook, like, who's interested in essential oils on Facebook? Like, what's their average age tend to be? And let me now use that information to now create my ideal customer profile for my client. And so what I'm seeing, I'll give you guys some like insider information, because having now managed a lot of Facebook fan pages and done research for people in all different industries, travel, beauty, skincare, health and wellness, you know what I'm seeing across the board is that typically the majority of people have an income of like 50 to 75K. That's kind of been the sweet spot that I've seen. So my recommendation, and again, you want to do your own research and data, but what I'm finding is that they tend to, that's kind of like the starting point. So what I do for a lot of my clients is based on that. I mean, I do the research and stuff, but what I found is that I don't even go below 50K. And if you think about it, someone who's kind of in that price range, or not price range, but in that income range, they have a little bit more discretionary income to work with. So if you're marketing a product that's like close to $200, and it's, skincare or it's beauty, whatever, they gotta have the income there to buy it and just say, okay, yeah, that seems interesting to me. Like, oh yeah, I want that, and they have the money, right, available, discretionary income. And so what I'm seeing across the board is that the highest percentage in terms of income of the potential buyers or potential customers tend to be in that age range. Now, there's some interests or some industries where I'm seeing percentages that are higher than that, like more people are maybe like 75 to 100K. But what I'm seeing is 50 to 75K is the sweet spot. And with Facebook, you could actually target your marketing to say, hey, I only want to get in front of women who are interested in essential oils, who have been shown that they're interested in essential oils by their activity on Facebook, and that have the income between 50 to 75K, because I know they have the discretionary income, so that when they do see my essential oils, they're not saying, well, I can't afford it, I don't have the money. No, let's just do the better job in marketing so that we get in front of the women who do. So now it's not an issue of they don't have the money. It's just an issue of, hey, show me if this, does this really work? Okay, cool. Like my client with her lead was like, yeah, I just requested a sample, and yeah, if I like it, I'm gonna buy it. It's great. It's effective marketing and being smarter in the way we're marketing and who we're marketing to. So that is what I want you to kind of get going with. Now, here's the deal. If you love this, if you're like, okay, I want to, can you show me step by step how to do the audience insight? Can you walk me through how to do it for my particular product or service? What I'm doing is this Saturday, December 23rd, from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing an online workshop called the Facebook Likes to Leads Workshop. And it's going to be 4 hours of step-by-step training of me showing you how to set up a Facebook fan page, showing you how to do this target market research so you have your ideal customer profile, and I'll work with you as we do it. So it's going to be a group training online, but I'm keeping it small because that way now as you're doing it, because it's a workshop, you're going to be doing this as we're doing the workshop. So that way you're not like walking away and you're like, oh, I didn't do anything. Like you're going to actually implement things as we're going through the training. So if you have a question, if you're like, okay, what's a good interest, or what could I put into this audience insight for my product? I have this product, Angela, what would you recommend? How do I research this? And you can ask me questions as you do it. And so I'm doing that this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Facebook Likes to Lead system. So I'm covering everything from A to Z. I'm tired of seeing like piecemeal trainings, like, hey, here's how to get 1,000 fans, but oh, you want to learn how to turn them into customers? You're going to have to buy another training. Like I wanted for our industry a training that covered everything from A to Z. So that's what I'll be doing this Saturday. So I'm going to show you how to, I'm going to start with how, like what's different about Facebook and how should you act differently and how should you market differently on Facebook? Because Facebook is a whole different little animal than Instagram, than Snapchat. So your marketing on Facebook should be different than your marketing on Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube. So I want to talk about first, like, what is Facebook? Like, how do you make Facebook work for you? How should you be acting on Facebook so that you don't come across as spammy or salesy? Then we're going to get into who's your ideal customer? So a little bit like what we talked about tonight, but in more detail. And you can ask me questions to get more specific about your company and your product. But like, I'm going to go in and show you the audience insights. So walk you through step by step how to do it. And we're going to create your ideal customer profile. After we have that, I'm going to show you how to attract them, those people that you saw in your ideal customer profile, how to attract them on your Facebook fan page, to start building an audience of them, of fans on your fan page. Then I'm going to show you a Facebook ad strategy to get your first 30 leads in 7 days that you can keep doing on autopilot every week, just to keep generating those leads. But I'm going to show you how to start putting your first ad up to get 30 leads in 7 days and how to consistently do it so you can get one new customer every single week. That is all going to be covered on Saturday's training. So if you like this, if you're like, okay, this makes sense, I like this approach, I like being able to get in front of people who already have the money, who already have been shown to have an interest in what I'm buying, I like that. And if you want to learn how to do it and how to do it step by step, and you want me to show you how to do it, that's this Saturday. One thing I want to share with you guys, audience insights. Like, again, I can't stop raving about it enough, because we're going to get into a little bit more detail. So what I like about doing these online workshops, because I did one for YouTube, is like I have people on there live who are like, I'm in this company, so how do I do this? So with the YouTube training I did, I had a guy who was in a company that was selling like a health monitoring watch. And so we were actually, when I was going through, like, here's how to find the keywords that people are searching for on YouTube, he's like, hey, I'm kind of struggling. What would I put in? And I literally like took the time and said, okay, let's just do it. Let's get you some keywords now. And then I would go through and give them examples of here's how I would like do the whole video for this keyword, and giving them examples. So I love doing that. And so you guys will have the opportunity to do that as well. So as you're going through, I'll give you guys examples. And if I know what company you're in, while I'm going through the training, I'll give you examples as I go along. So for example, with Audience Insights, if you're in a travel company, what's really cool about Audience Insights, it'll tell you, this is how creepy Facebook is, but how great it is for us as marketers. It'll tell you people who have gone on cruises. So if you're in a travel company and you're marketing cruises, you want to like who are the people who are actually already going on cruises, or who are the people who are already traveling? Facebook will tell you who are the people who recently traveled in like the past 30 days. Like, that's how cool Facebook is. And I started thinking, like, how does Facebook know this information? Like, this is creepy. Well, we put in our Facebook statuses sometimes, right? When we're in an airport, right? Don't we? Like, we say, oh, I'm in the airport, or hey, I'm getting ready to travel. And Facebook is collecting all that information. That's kind of how they're pulling in some of this. Also, Facebook has relationships with third-party companies that they'll buy lists of things. So, like, for example, they even have information on people who, like I said, for example, with my client that was in Mary Kay, I was targeting people who were interested in anti-aging cream. So a lot of times, these could be people who maybe joined a skincare catalog list or something like that. So Facebook not only looks at the information and the activity on Facebook, like what posts we're liking, what fan pages we're joining, to kind of know what we're interested in, but they also have gotten information from third-party companies. That's how they know the income information, right? And all this stuff, like household data and all that stuff. So it's incredible. Your mind is going to be blown about like what you can do and who you can target on Facebook just from what we're going to cover in just one module, 1 hour of the 4-hour training this Saturday. So, but I want you to prepare, right? I want you to come to Saturday kind of prepared and knowing a little bit. So the best thing that I want you to do as a result of taking action from tonight's training is get clear on your one product. What's the one product or service that you have used, that you got a great result with, that you want to go into Saturday's training? Like, I already know my product, Angela. Give it to me. Give me the Facebook like delete system because I already know my product. So I want you to kind of be prepared. So think about that. What's the product that you've gotten great results with? I also want you to start kind of gathering some information, right? If you can, find some testimonials of people who have used your company's product or service. If you've already had some customers, gather some information about them. What's their average age from what you can tell? And then we'll go into audience insights and really kind of look at where those people are on Facebook and how to get in front of them. And I'll walk you through the whole entire process. So if you want to get registered for Saturday's workshop, you can go to facebook.recruitrepsonline.com. That's facebook.recruitrepsonline.com. And I made it so affordable, you guys. It's $17. $17 one time for the whole entire Facebook training. So if you've ever wanted to learn all of Facebook all in one spot, you guys can get it for $17. And like I said, I'm only limited to 50 people because I want, for those who do show up live, because it's going to be recorded. So you'll get access to all the recordings. So even if you can't make it live, you can make it to one part of it. That's fine. You'll get access to the recordings. I'm doing it at a discounted rate because I'm filming it live, right? And it's going to be turned into a product that I'm going to have even more trainings on Facebook beyond that, and you guys will get access to the full version of the product without having to pay more. But when I re-release it, it's going to be $197. So I would recommend, if you if you want it at the lower price of $17, to get your ticket, go to facebook.recruitrepsonline.com. And then, like I said, for those of you who buy for $17 for Saturday, when I add in even more like advanced training, you guys will have the free updates to it. You won't have to pay the $197 for the full version of the course that's going to be rolled out later on for people. So you guys will get a benefit of it because you'll be part of me filming that actual course. So I'm excited. I think, like I said, I'm limited to 50. So that way I can answer people's questions as they're on live. And I'm going to be sending this out to my 5,000 people on my email list. I have 5,000 YouTube subscribers, so I'm going to be doing a video like this for them. So just if you want to get into one of the 50, be sure to do it. I'm actually, once I hit the 50 sales mark, so 50 people who buy, I'm going to disable the ability for you to actually buy it on the sales page. So I'm really literally going to shut it down after 50, just because I like being able to interact with people live and dig in and answer their questions that they have about their specific company. So I want to be able to give people the ability to do that and keep it kind of small. So was this helpful for all of you guys that are on here tonight? Like, did you get some ahas and breakthroughs? I hope so. If you did, comment and let me know. I'll also be posting the link to where you can sign up for Saturday's workshop below this video as well. So that way you can just click on it and go there. But I am excited. This is Facebook. When you know how to do it the right way, it is amazing. It is amazing. And I know a lot of you, some of you like Shirley and Sandra, you guys know how much I love YouTube. You've probably never seen me talk about Facebook like this, but I've been literally like behind the scenes in the lab and I've been seeing like, you could do this with Facebook? What? So I'm excited to share that with you guys. So if you like step-by-step training, that's how I teach. That's my style. I think it makes it easy for you to learn. So that is going to be the similar structure for Saturday's workshop. So with that being said, join me Saturday. I'll also be doing a Facebook Live tomorrow. And I'm going to be sharing some more Facebook tips with you to get you ready for Saturday's workshop. If you decide to be a part, if not, you can join me again here live on Facebook tomorrow, and I'll be sharing some more Facebook tips so that you can tap into the online customer goldmine and get in front of people who are already buying your company's products and services. Get in front of more similar people to them. I'm telling you, it will make such a huge difference. Selling becomes easier when you market effectively. So I want to leave it on that note. Selling becomes easier when you market effectively. When you get in front of people who have been proven to be the type of people that buy your company's product or service, you will be amazed at how much more easier it is to sell and to get buyers, because you don't have to do these scripts and all this stuff. Like, there is a better way. And I'm excited to share that with those of you who will be joining me on Saturday's workshop. So with that being said, you got some homework to do. So even if you don't join me on Saturday, I still want you to take action on what you learned, right? You should be coming up with the product or service that you want to market. You should be coming up with a statement of your results. Remember your testimonial. Prior to getting XYZ product, I was struggling with these 3 challenges. After buying XYZ product, I'm now experiencing these 3 results. So you need to have that. You should have that. You should take action on that as a result of today's training. And again, we'll be getting into more detail, and I'll be kind of helping you more one-on-one on Saturday. So with that being said, have a great night, you guys. Have a productive day in your businesses tomorrow. Bye.